Hi everybody, it's Tina Plackinger. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me today. I wanted to get up and make a quick video about some gang stalking stuff and tell you about what's been going on. Okay, so yeah, October 26th. Well, I made a transaction online with using my credit card. Okay, usually I don't do that. Usually I just go to PayPal or something. But I wasn't on my game that day, and I used my credit card online to spend $25. Okay. Well, I didn't know that on October 26th, someone used my credit card numbers online to try to charge $300 worth of auto parts from advancedauto.com. Now, the bank said it was O'Reilly's Auto Parts, but when I went to advancedauto.com, it took me to Pep Boys. So anyway, somebody was trying to get a tune-up or a couple of tires on my dime because I wasn't on my game. Okay, one little slip. They're on me. They're on me. I know that I am watched online. I know that, and I have concrete facts about this too. This isn't where I got a download of discernment and knowledge spiritually. I actually have concrete evidence that when I turn my satellite dishes on, okay, when I plug them in, the neighbors, possibly plural, but I know one for sure, gets notification on the cell phone and then, participates in my activities. I had gone to the sheriff about 4 years ago, and I think I may have to pay him another visit. Not that, I'm not going to the enemy here, but these are some more serious crimes now, okay? The criminal activity and behavior of theft and some other things that I don't want to mention right now are very prevalent. So basically I have no privacy, and I know better than to use my credit card number online, and I slipped up that day, and it did come back to bite me. But then again, there's more evidence that I don't want to mention right now, and so it really turned out to be good, and that's what my message is today. So I'm trying to adjust, with Vinny being gone, and that's another video when I'm ready. That's another video. So I'm not, wallowing in my grief, but I'm just, adjusting and finding that, I do have a little bit more time and on my hands, and things have changed, and just, taking care of myself, putzing around the place, doing some projects that needed to be done that haven't been done for a long time, and so forth. So I tried to order some vitamins the other day, and the card didn't go through, and I didn't know why. So I eventually, after about 10 days, I called the credit card company, and they had asked me if I made this purchase online at Advanced Auto or O'Reilly's, and I said no, I didn't. And they said, okay, we need to, that's why we blocked your card, because somebody tried to do this. And of course it was after I had made that little $25 thing online with my credit card. So I said, okay. Well, this was 3 weeks ago now. This is 3 weeks ago. And, when the gangstalkers, the perpetrators, the lowlifes, the demon-possessed pieces of scum, globs of scum, do something like this, okay, they're foaming at the bit because they're all gathered together to have a feeding frenzy off of their results. They want to see me despondent. They want to see me arguing on the phone, maybe getting into a confrontation with my mom. You know, if my mom says, oh, don't, you shouldn't use your card online. Well, they want to see stuff like that. They like stuff like that. Sure, they would have liked to have been able to get the $300 worth of auto parts or tires or whatever. But most importantly, they're all gathering around because, the leader wants the pats on the back, and they feed. And so they couldn't stand it anymore after 2 weeks that I didn't know that my card had a block on it. It's not something I'm not always shopping or using my card. And I didn't know this. So last Friday, I get a phone call. I'm on the phone with my mom. Now, all my phone calls are monitored, and I know that I'm always being watched online. There's little things that happen while I'm online, and I know that. Even though I shut off the Wi-Fi, I know that they're on me for a fact. And so I don't want to lose my train of thought here. Jesus, help me to tell this story. Jesus, help me. So I'm on the phone with my mom, which of course they know already because they listen to all my calls. So it's a good time to, make a phone call for a call waiting to come in and try to rattle my cage. So I'm on the phone with and it worked. It worked for a second. No big deal. These are hundreds of years old tactics that these secret societies and these groups use on people. PSYOPs. They're psychological operations. I mean, they've been around forever. So I'm on the phone with my mom, and I say, oh, Mom, the bank is calling. Something must be wrong. Bam, they got me right there. I'm already hooked in now. That's exactly what they wanted me to think. So I said, I'll call you back. Okay. So I get on the phone, and I go, hello, how are you today? Now, immediately, I noticed that arrogant, cocky spirit that they have. Okay? Even if you watch Denzel Washington in that movie, my brain, well, about the demons. I'm so sorry, I can't think of the name right now, but I'll put it underneath. How's that? Okay? When the demon would jump into the human vessels, there was like a cockiness that was portrayed. These demons are thousands of years old. Okay? There is a cockiness about them. This was coming through within 3 seconds of this call, I knew what I was dealing with. And how are you today? And I said, I'm fine. What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. I said, oh, usually I don't get a phone call from the bank. Oh, no, we're just calling you because we want to thank you for being a customer with such and such bank. Okay, all right, click, click, all right. So I tried to call the number back, and it came from the local bank downtown, an international bank downtown in this little town that I live in, okay, where other things had taken place there. So they're involved in the gang stalking. Most definitely they are. And if not, you can still, it's called something, not spoof. Maybe it's spoof. It's something where that number will actually come up on your caller ID, but it's really not from there. Okay? Like, if they want to mess with your head, they'll have a number come up that belongs to a insane asylum or a mental hospital or something like that, So I tried to call the number back, and it was the local number down there, and of course I didn't get through to anybody. So I knew that something was up, but I wasn't sure what it was until yesterday, okay? Now, when they stole the numbers and they were trying to use the card and then the card was blocked and they didn't get a reaction from me because I don't know what's going on, that upset them. And like I said, they're foaming at the bit. They're waiting to do, they want to feed. So they have this guy called from the bank to try to plant the seed and all that, but I still don't get it. I still don't know. I abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I do. I walk around and I do. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And I do. I do abide under the Almighty's wings. I do. And so I'm like protected, but these people are waiting for this big kibosh to happen, and I'm just living in my little, paradise world, doing my thing, and I'm not even involved in all of this chaos that's going on the side. So the card's been canceled, and it's the purchase never went through on the card. But see what happened? See what happened? They had to intervene to try to plant the seed because they were waiting. They were waiting for me to realize that this violation had occurred. But it didn't faze me. It didn't faze me. And I just want to share that because these types of things happen. If you've been with me from day one, I want to thank you. And if you have just joined me, I want to thank you. This kind of stuff changes if you're targeted. As you try to protect yourself, like disconnect yourself from Wi-Fi, or however you try, they will come in and try to blindside you in a different way. Okay, so I know that I'm watched online, but anyway, so that's what happened, and I just wanted to share that with you. That yesterday, when I should have been really upset about this, because it's a violation, I know there's 100 eyes on me. I know that at all times. I know that. Big deal. I've always been in the public's eye, anyways. Who cares? Knock yourself out. Who's really in bondage here? I'm not. Of course, there's some things that I would like to do, I don't want to get into that right now. So I go to the post office yesterday, and I have a care package there. It's a gift from somebody who watches my videos, and I believe has my book. And I come home, and now I should be bummed out about this. I should be, pissed off. I should be, we used to joke years ago about, hiding in the bushes with a shotgun. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to go into that because it might be taken the wrong way. But so I come home with this box. The person paid $25 to have this box sent to me. It was a heavy box. Postage is outrageous. And then you're dealing with the post office where they go to the carriers, and the carriers are forced to be involved in the gang stalking. So just as they were with all the ballots and everything. But I don't want to get into all that politics stuff. So I bring the box home. I'm opening up the box. I get this great bag in there. Brave is beautiful. And I get a mug, a Joyce Meyer mug, a coffee mug. And I'm thinking to myself, look at that. Here's this person from, another state. He's just put together a little care package for me with a Christmas card, thanking me for making my videos that are not fancy whatsoever. And how can I be depressed? How can I be depressed, and how can I be all bent out of shape because of the evildoers when I just got this box of love and I'm actually having coffee with a friend that I've never met? It was just, I don't want to say incredible, it was awesome. It was awesome. You know, God uses people as his servants to do things, and the timing was impeccable. The box was at the post office for a day, so had I not gone yesterday, I mean, it was just, the timing was perfect, and I came out of that whole situation where they tried to put the kibosh to me. I came out of that like the 3 Jewish guys came out of the fire, without smelling like smoke. Sometimes I wonder, you know, is ignorance really bliss? I mean, sometimes it can be expensive. But, man, all that was going on, and I was sitting in the secret place of the Most High, walking around, affirming, decreeing, and declaring that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Job 22:28. Thou shalt also decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee, and the light shall shine upon thy ways. It's kind of a praise report that I'm giving you today. Thank you for joining me. God bless you. We do stay in the fight. We focus on Jesus. We speak like Jesus. We live one day at a time, and together we can do this thing. God bless you.